Hello traders, welcome back to our weekly Forex analysis where we'll be looking at several Forex pairs for the coming week. We're going to be finding very suitable trade opportunities that we're going to be making trades for the coming weeks. So stay tuned as we analyze the market together. This is EURUSD. And we are now on the monthly charts, so we are going to look at EURUSD to find out if there is opportunity for us for the coming week. As you can see, it's looking quite interesting. The EURUSD is on a bullish run at the moment. This is monthly charts. As you can see here, there is a bearish candle here, followed by a doji, and then followed by a bullish candle. This indicates a bullish reversal to the upside. So this chart, from what I'm seeing, is making for a good buy in the coming week. So I will expect this monthly candle, every candle you see here is a monthly candle. It takes a whole month for any of these candles to form, because this is a monthly chart. So the latest candle we are seeing here is a bullish candle, and this candle is going to continue till the end of the month. So from what I can see, I will expect this candle to increase more and more in size as we run down the month. You are seeing this horizontal line. I will expect this candle to grow until it reaches this horizontal line. And knowing that this is a monthly candle, if you calculate the pips from here to this horizontal line that you are seeing here, you will discover that it's a whole lot of pips. So get ready for the coming weeks to trade EURUSD to the upside. Expect a good buy, but I will look at the lower time frame to see where exactly are we going to be looking at entering our long position. So let's go over to the lower time frame. Let's go to the weekly. This is a weekly time frame. Just looking at this chart, I can see that it's actually suitable for a buy. You see the red candle it's not going to be formed anytime soon. Expect this bullish candle to continue to rise. So what I will expect is a situation whereby there will be a move until it reaches this horizontal line, this red horizontal line, and that region actually corresponds with powerful resistant areas. So if we are to buy this EURUSD, we'll be looking at taking profits at that zone. So what am I expecting in this pair? Let me look at daily time frame. Yes, I think we'll make use of the daily time frame. There is a bit of a resistance where this pair is currently and is experiencing a whole lot of obstacles there, but it's going to break through eventually and move to the upside. So I'm expecting to see a situation whereby there will be a pullback of this nature, any form of pullback. Then this is what I'm expecting. The pair is going to sluggishly move down and then take up again to the upside. Alright, so that is what I'm expecting. So I'm expecting that pullback. If it pulls back, it's a better time for us to enter, so that we'll be able to maximize our gain. I'm looking at this pin. I'm looking at whereby this pair will pull back towards this pin that you are seeing here, this bullish pin. There was an attempt for this pair to move all the way up, but it got rejected at this point and then came down again before it sluggishly move and take up. So I'm seeing a situation whereby there will be an attempt for this pair to pull down towards this region, and after it is pulled down, then it will pick up momentum again and travel to the upside. So if you calculate from here to here, it means that we expect to make a good deal of cash here. So let's look for opportunity to enter this trade at this point in time from here. So you will wait for some time and allow this pair to pull down, so you'll be able to maximize your trade. I don't think it's wise to enter at this moment when it is still at this point. I expect it to pull down a bit and then form some other candles around here. Then when you notice a bullish candle pick up anywhere from here, then you enter for a buy and you'll be able to maximize your gain. Alright, let's now move to the pound USD. This is pound USD, otherwise known as GBPUSD. So we are now on the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart of the GBPUSD. The GBPUSD has made a move with a powerful bullish candle, an elephant candle. This shows that the bulls are actually in control of the market at the moment. You can't take it away from them. They are in the market and they are actually in control. As you can see from this horizontal line that I've marked, there has been a serious attempt to break out of this level. Looking at it from here, several weeks has passed. They have not been able to break out of this particular zone. In the past, it continued to sustain as a resistant area, and this bullish candle has made a serious mark. The bulls have made a serious point here by coming up with a powerful bullish candle, showing that they are actually more in the market at this point in time than the bears, and they are taking over the whole market. So the pound USD is actually buying. There's no need to short this pair. You simply look for a buy when you see a situation of this nature. When you see this type of candle, it shows you that institutions are playing here. The institutions are actually buying into pound USD. That is why you see this guy. It takes a whole lot of money, a whole lot of cash for you to produce a candle of this nature. So don't joke with it, and whenever you see it, just know that the bulls have taken over the market, and the market is actually flying and on their side. So what are we going to do with this pair? We simply look for the best opportunity to key in. So I will not want to buy at this stage here, because it has extended very well. I would like it to draw back a bit. I would like a sort of retracement. Any retracement backwards will make for a better buy. So let's wait for it. Alright, now we are going to look at the other time frame. Let me look at the monthly. This is the monthly time frame, and exactly the same thing is happening here. You see this candle you have seen here, it has taken almost a month. We are still 10th of March and we have gotten a candle of this nature. I will expect this candle to continue to increase and increase until at least it's going to retest the top of this candle. You know, in the past it has moved up to this point before it retraced back again, and now it is also moving up. It's going to retest that area. So that is what I'm expecting. So even in the monthly time frame, the situation is the same. The bulls are actually in charge. You see at this point here, where you see my cursor, there was an attempt to pull the market down. There was an attempt for this pair, the GBPUSD, to come down. It couldn't. After that month closed, it entered another month. The BS tried to pull it down, but it ended up with a doji, an indecision candle. Then before it come up again with another powerful bullish candle that is still trending. So we are going for upward move. All right, so let's look at the daily time frame and see. So what I would rather want to do is to allow this pair to pull back into this horizontal line. You see this point? It was a resistance, 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 and the pair have finally broken out of that resistance. So any push towards the downside here will form itself as here will become a floor. It will form a floor here, then move up. All right, so a broken resistance will finally turn to a support, then supporting the upward movement of the pair. Let me minimize the chart and see what has transpired in the past. Yeah, that's great. You see what has happened in the past year. This same region continues to be a resistance even in the past, and it has broken out of them with a powerful conviction. So how we expect this pair to end up reaching this level is going to move to the top, but I want us to buy and take our profit in the surest possible fashion. So we are going to take our profit around here. So if we take our profit around here, we should be having more than 100 plus of pips. 100 plus of pips. So it's on the offering. So I would expect something of this nature. So expect a movement akin to this nature. So we are going to take our profit at the nearest key resistance areas, and that happens to be here from this region. This is the nearest key resistance area. So we are going to take our profit around there. All right. Moving on, we are now on the monthly charts of the AUDUSD. This is AUDUSD monthly chart. As you can see on the monthly chart, it has come up with a very strong bullish candle. This is an engulfing candle. If you have studied your candlestick very well, you know that an engulfing candle is a powerful entry signal for the bulls. So this is a bullish candle overtaking a bearish doji. So this bullish candle is telling you that an attempt for this pair to fall down has proven abortive. So we are looking at a situation where the bulls are still in control of the market, and you cannot take it away from them. So what are we going to do? We will simply continue to look for a buy on this pair, AUDUSD. Let's look at the lower time frame we are going to the weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame, and it's actually looking quite interesting. As you can see, we also have a bullish engulfing candle that shows that the bears are nowhere up to this game. That is to say, the bulls are in control of this market at this moment with a powerful bullish engulfing candle. So we are going to be looking for a buy. So what we look for now is any form of discounting. We want to buy this pair at a discounted level. So if you look in the past, if you trace the past, you discover that this place has been a support in the past. Here been a support also, a support, and then a resistance here. So there has been a reaction around this level, and this pair has broken out of those reactions, those hindrances. So we expect it to continue to rise. So let's look at the other time frame, the daily time frame, and see what we can do. Definitely we are going to buy this pair. You see this region, there has been serious attempt here at this pair. So it has broken out of this tough resistant area, which has been a support in the past. Let's minimize our chart and look at how it forms. So it has been a resistance, support, resistance. So this point is a very interesting area, and it has broken out of it. So we are looking for a buy. So what do we do now? Let's see what we can do with this pair. Let's see what we can do. So if this pair can actually come down a bit towards this region, if it can actually, we will be looking at it for at least 10% or 20% fall. Okay, let's look at this way. If it comes towards this resistance, if it pull back to this resistant area, if it pulls back to this resistant area, it will be better for us. So we expect any pullback here. Any pullback here will be better for us, and we are going to buy anytime it comes back towards this region. All right, so we are going to buy this. Let me look at I'm trying to look at this pair with Fibonacci, and when looked at Fibonacci, you will discover that this point is actually it makes for a good buy because it falls within the Fibonacci levels. So this corresponds to Fibonacci level 23.6. So we can actually expect to buy. And when we buy at this point, we can expect to exit at the nearest powerful resistant area. All right, so that is what we are gonna do. We buy and then we wait to exit at the nearest level of a key resistance area, and this can be here, this level, this point of resistance, because there is a strong reaction at this point, so we can actually use it as a key resistance area and then exit our trade, and by then would have our profit must have grown significantly. At that point you see this bearish candle, that is when it was formed at that level, and then when there was an attempt for this pair to move up on reaching to that line again, it fell down. There was a strong push towards the downside. The pair couldn't recover. It continued to go down until from this region it recovered. All right, so don't forget that there is still a form of double bottom that has played out here. This bottom here and here is a double bottom, showing you that an upside was expected, and actually that upside was gotten, and now we're expecting any pullback towards this resistance area for the pair to build up momentum again and take up to the upside. All right, moving on, we are now on USDCAD on daily chart. This is USDCAD daily chart, USD Canadian dollar. Let's analyze it and see what we have. So this is the daily chart. If you look at this chart very well, you will discover that there is a bullish pin bar here, and that is a very powerful signal to enter a buy trade. So you see this bullish candle, bullish pin bar, that's what we call it, and it normally gives us an indication that a buy is a suitable game to play. So what am I expecting? Looking at this pair, here has been a support in the past, and it held very well, and this place has been a support again. This region, support, still at that region there was a reaction here, and here it became a support. So it's a very important area, and a support has been formed here. So look at it, the pin bar has been formed here, and it's a very powerful supportive scenario. So what we are expecting here is that this pair will likely pull back towards that support area, then before it builds enough momentum to move upside. So we expect any form of pullbacks towards the supported area. It may not get to the support, but at least it will pull back towards it. Then from there it will begin to build up momentum, by which it will take off again to the upside. So we are still going for a buy on the USDCAD. All right, let's see what the lower time frame is telling us. Let's go to the lower time frame. Let's go to let's go to 4-hour time frame. This is the 4-hour time frame, and you can see how it looks like. A pair has formed a bottom here and taken off. So by the way it is now, we expect it to pull back a bit, and we expect any form of discounting. So the movement is going to be discounted. 50% discount is what we expect to enable us make maximum gain on this pair. So you see this candle that you are seeing here. Let me expand it so that you be able to see it better. You see this top. Let me mark it. This top here. There's a top of this candle. I'm expecting this I'm expecting the pair to pull down a bit towards the end of this pin here, the end of this pin, the end of this, or the upper wick of this candle, which corresponds to this region. So I'm expecting to pull back, and as you can see, that actually corresponds to the bottom of the previous levels in the past. So look at it. I'm talking of this area. In the past, it has been a supported areas. It has been a supported area. So I expect it to pull towards this bottom, towards the top of this this upper wick of this candle. So I'm expecting a pullback towards there. From there, we expect a movement to the upside. We expect the pair to find momentum at that level to move to the upside. So how would it look? So we'd expect something of this nature. And if guys is not taking another candle that looks like this, like a pin bar might form here, you'll see a sharp movement, then a quick recovery that will enable a bullish pin bar to form here. And when does that happen? What are you expecting? You will expect something like this, all the way to the upside. But we are going to take our profit in a professional way. We will not like to take chances, so we expect to take our profit at the nearest key resistant areas. So that is where we are going to take our profit. So it won't be bad if we take our profit anywhere around here. If we take our profit anywhere around the top of this region, it won't be bad at all. So I'll be looking towards this area to take our profit. So if we can take our profit there, it means it's a very good trade for us. So let's look at taking our profit on that area. All right. Moving on, this is USDCHF. USDCHF is our next pair, and we are going to analyze it and see what we do with it. We are going to analyze it. We are on the chart. It's quite interesting, but let me look at the daily chart before. So this is the daily chart. From what I can see on the daily chart, is actually a pin bar. Pin bar is formed, followed by a. So we are looking to buy this pair, USD CHF. We are looking for buy, and you can actually start buying it immediately if you wish. Just know that this pair is to go to the upside. So even if there is any sort of pullback, expect it to recover very quickly and move to the upside. So where exactly are we supposed to start buy this pair? If you look at this chart, you will know that we are actually on a key support zone. Is a previous resistance areas which has turned support, which has also shown to be a support here, was also a supported area, a resistant area. So it's a very interesting area if to begin to buy immediately. So let's look at 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart is pretty much telling the same story. We are now past a key resistance area, and we are now support zone. All of this is actually a supported area, and it's a very good place to begin to buy. So any sort of back towards this region, we make a perfect opportunity. For example, sluggish around here, take up. That's what we are looking at. So any move here was the downside, maybe about 10 pip movement towards the downside. We actually prepare to enter massively on the buy side. So if we enter this trade, where are we going to take? It's a question that we need to answer. So we're going to take our profit on the nearest key resistance area. And where is going to be our nearest key resistance area? In order not to take so much risk, we would like to take our profit around this. Don't reach to the topmost top. No, we are not going to wait for the stop, but this area when I've drawn my horizontal line, is where we are going to take it from. This region to that point is over 80 pips, and it's actually very okay for a trader. 80 pips, depending on what size you are trading, is a very big profit for you. So we buy around this zone, we take profit here. But if you have patience enough, I expect this pair to actually test these levels. That's what I expect. But before anything begins to happen, be on the safe side. We would like to take in around here, because we do not know the game that the big players, the institutions and banks are going to play around this zone. You may be waiting for it to reach the topmost top. Before you know it, there may be a massive trade and a massive reversal, which may be occasioned by the big institutions. So, and that will disappoint the retail traders if that happens. So before anything happens, because a lot of people will be waiting to take it at this top, but we are not going to look for the topmost top. But we'll take our profit around this zone, which is also a resistance area, support area. So we'll take up earlier than what would have been the case for precautionary purposes. All right. Moving on, we're now on USDJPY weekly. This is the weekly chart, the USDJPY. As you can see, there has been a sort of reversal. The pair has made a triple top. Let me mark the triple. These are not a top here. It's a top. It's a top here. It's a triple top, and it indicates a very powerful reversal signal. So it has reversed on the top, and we expect this reversal to hold. It's going to continue to go down. As you can see from the past, the pair has risen for a long time and has continued an upward trend. But a time has come for it to show a sign of reversal at the channel, and the sign has been actually been shown here with a very powerful bearish candle. As you can see from here, from this point, the pair has been moving gradually. Take from here to here. Mind you, this is a weekly chart. On this very day, it moves, trying to move, but it still came down and trying to move up, small, very small candles. But there is one remarkable thing you can notice here. With one move from here, it erases all the effort that has been put in by the bulls. So that is a very powerful statement to make. So all this movement that happens here, just with one bearish candle, it has been erased. All the effort of the bulls have been erased by this powerful bearish candle. I will call it bearish engulfing candle. It's a powerful signal showing that the market has turned. So this is a turning event occasioned by this powerful bearish candle. So what do we expect? We expect the pair to keep going down and down. But our business as traders is to find the right time to enter the market. We don't just enter the market anyhow. We enter the market at the best possible time in order to maximize our profits. Every businessman or business group always want to carry out his business in a way that it maximizes his profit. So we are going to enter when there is a discounting of the previous move that's already been made. So in order to do that effectively, we are going to be looking at the lower time. So let's get down to the lower time frame to find out the best time to enter our sell. Right, so let us now look at the daily time frame. So in looking at the daily time frame, we are going to see, yes, from the daily time frame, and say that whenever this pair moves down a little bit, when there is any attempt to, that is when to forever. So I expect something of this nature, this region. That's about 30% recovery. And so any move 30% to the side, this move is going to end, and that will correspond to this this bottom here, to this support here. There is a support level which has served as a resistance in the past, which has served as a resistance support. So that's a very powerful area to be looking for it. So any attempt to move to the side, then we are going to sell the trade. All right. So we are looking, don't expect to just sell the pair immediately. And we allow it to attempt to recover. So that recovery is going to give us massive opportunity to sell this trade. Okay. Moving on, we are now on gold. This is gold, the monthly. As you can see, the gold has been on a massive bull run. It has broken all the rules of the game. Gold is on its apex level. It's broken all-time levels. All-time resistances has been broken. This was a long-time resistance here that has been broken. It's a long-time resistance here which has also been, it's another long-time resistance has been broken. So gold is on the jet train. It is moving massively to the upside. There is no way to sell this commodity at this point in time. It's just on the bull side. It's very bullish at this moment with a very powerful momentum. But that does not mean we are going to buy it. In fact, it looks scary at this point in time. The gold is something that is very tricky, and I would advise you stay away from it for the meantime. Before we can actually buy gold and be peaceful with it is when it has been discounted. If it has pulled back, then it will be the best time to buy it. But the way I'm seeing it, it's not going to pull back anytime soon. It is continue to move in this sluggish manner and continue to break all time. It's moving to all-time high. But it has already moved to all-time high. This is 2,180 levels. So what are we going to see? Some people thought that it was going to reverse at this level, at this triple top, but it could not. You can see that's broken up. It's continued to move massively upside. So, but it is highly extended. It's too extended for my liking. That is why I'm at that level. So before I can enter any trade on gold, I want to see a pullback. Without that pullback, I don't think I'm going to buy gold. Rather, I will prefer to stay away from it at the moment. So some people began to enter trade around this region, thinking that gold was going to reverse. So their only point was that gold has moved up too much, therefore it has to come. But you are not the one that is going to put it down. You should trade what you see. It's not what you guess or what you think you should trade. Trade what you see. Right now, what we are seeing is that gold is bullish. Therefore, a pair that is moving on such a high bullish momentum cannot be expected to be sold. It is only buy. But personally, we do not want to buy it at this stage because it is too overly extended. So we will rather stay away from it at the moment. If we want to buy at least any little, we can use it to enter trade and make it a scalp, because something massively is still going to be good in the weeks or months ahead. As you can see, gold is being supported, is being propelled by geopolitical tensions that are happening around the world. And as far as these geopolitical tensions, wars between nations, war in Israel, war between Israel and Hamas, war between Russia and Ukraine, and so many other bad news that are happening around the world, these are the things that are propelling gold. Gold has continued to move. Gold drives in a period of bad news. And another thing is that nations such as America, they are cutting interest rates. There has been, a massive move to cut interest rate around the world, and the Federal Reserve has actually cut interest rate. And as far as they continue to cut interest rate, gold is going to be supported. Such a policy, cutting down of interest rates, is going to continue to support both gold and propel it to rise higher and higher. And geopolitical tensions that are happening around the world is going to keep supporting gold. People prefer to convert their money to gold during periods of uncertainty, and that is what you see happening now, and it keeps supporting the movement of gold. And that is why you can see gold has broken up. It has broken out to the upside and is now at all-time high. So what do we expect? We expect that movement continue. But for us as traders, we want to buy only when we see that there has been a massive discount for us. We want to buy, but we want to buy it cheap. And at this moment in time, I can tell you that gold is not cheap at this point in time. It's been overly extended. In fact, it is being overbought. So we expect that overbought situation to have calmed down before we begin to trade, except only if we want to scalp it for a moment. Then we'll wait for any candle, any bullish candle that shows us that it's on the move. Then we scalp it and get what we want for just a brief period of time. But to buy it as a long-term trade, we need to see a discount before we'll be able to do so.